A diagram example is a game between Magnus Carlsen and Wesley So, played in a Vaikanze Super Tournament Tata Steel in 2015. I love this example very much because White is to move, Magnus is to move, and the question is first of all how to assess the position. If you look at the position, well, black stands better. Because what does the black want to do? First of all, white does not have any active plan here. This knight looks great, but is not supported by any pieces. What does black want to do? If you would give black moves, black will play move queen b6, maybe rook e8, and at some stage trade this knight. Once this knight is traded and will be traded, well, then this knight gets in power because he's controlling square d3. So what we have here is that if white does not equalize quickly, he will be worse and maybe not get a chance to equalize anymore. And Carlsen does here superb judgment. He understands that he should not hesitate with a liquidation process, and that before black will manage to play move queen b6 and rook e8, the time has come for him to do the trades, and here he does excellent decision. He pushes e4. Contrary to Kasparov case, e4 here is a great decision. He will trade, Magnus will trade actually plenty of pieces and land into position which he can hold. And we will see he can hold this because actually this pawn on a5 will prove to be weak in some variations. Let's see, e4, so we have liquidation, d takes, knight takes e4, bishop e4, bishop e4, knight e4, rook e4, queen d5. This is position which Magnus did calculate, and he figured out that he can hold. Rook 4 to e3. Rook 4 to e3 is clever move because, okay, he would like to move the knight, so then rook doesn't hang anymore. Now, for example, in the case of rook d8, which is very logical move, a5 weakness proves to be important for white to hold the game. Knight c4, rook takes c3, rook takes c3. And now let's say if move like c5 to try to use this spin, because obviously, I mean, taking does not bring black anywhere. I can simply take pawn. So I have zero problems here. Maybe I can even give a check and go for this pawn. So c5, and now rook e5. Queen d4, queen takes d4, c takes d4, king f1. And this pawn will be blocked, a5 will fall, and position will end as a draw, game will end as a draw. If in the case of move like rook e8, to double, okay, knight e3, knight c4 is very easy, equality takes, let's say rook takes, we trade everything, and queen e4, knights back to c4. Simply, black does not have enough pieces in order to use this isolated pawn weakness. Wesley So played move b5, hoping to create a passer. But now comes trade, knights g4, rook e3, knight e3, and Magnus is just in time to hold the game. Queen e4, knight g4, queen c2, knight back to e3. Because this ending does not bring anything to white. Because white is also having weaknesses of his own, and white cannot exploit on this weak pawn. And Wesley decided to go back to e4, and the game finished drawn by move repetition. knight g4, queen c2, knight e3, queen e4, and they agreed to a draw. So I liked very much this example because it somehow points out here at our diagram position, first of all, superb judgment by Carlsen that position will deteriorate, his position will deteriorate unless he somehow liquidates into a drawn situation. And then also, next to this superb feeling that the moment is now, that he will not have this moment 3 moves from now, he correctly judged that after e4 what he gets pushed, and the trades which he forced, so e4, you're forcing the e4, knight e4, you force another trades, bishop e4, or knight e4 would have happened first, would be same thing, bishop e4, knight e4, rook e4, queen d5, that the moment when he pushed e4 and entered this isolated pawn position, that he correctly judged that after rook e3, that actually due to also some weaknesses in a black's camp, that white can easily hold this position and that d4 pawn weakness will prove rather academic. I like very much this example of Carlsen understanding of the dangers of the positions and equalizing it by trading, liquidating the right pieces at the right time.